I want to offer a proposal for legislation, and those of you who have the ears of the legislators and you have the social media potential and perhaps the long bucks to be able to have this happen, but we must do this. We must stop this Black Lives Matter movement. We must stop it, and we must stop it now. And let me show you how to do it. First of all, we need to get legislators in both the local governments and in the federal houses of representatives and senators to promote legislation that says that no tax dollars will be allocated under any instance, no matter how grievous, that no tax dollars will be used that are paid by the American taxpayer will be used in any way to support fatherless black children. There used to be a thing in the welfare system of New York of ADC, which meant aid to dependent children, which actually meant aid to children that don't have black fathers taking care of them. Now, they had a black man who filled a woman with sperm and made children with her, but they've never given a dime or any time or any representative kind of monetary support unless they are forced to go to court to take care of their children. It's well known, and I'm not putting airing dirty laundry, it's well known that 95% of black children in America don't have a father in the home. Now, they have a father who released the sperm, but he ain't in the home. And in many cases, he himself is either in prison or a homeless shelter, or he's shacking up with some other woman, or he's in the street. But 95% of the children that grow up as black children, that's supposed to Black Lives Matter, black children don't matter to black fathers. Now, so the lie needs to stop. You got to put a stop to this lie, not for racial reasons, but for reason that it is an insult to black children that grow up without their black father and don't even know who the hell their father is. So one of the things that I think that we can do to stop this Black Lives Matter is number one, we need to get a courageous representative in Washington to introduce legislation that from henceforth and evermore, that no tax or federal dollars will in any way be allocated to feed black children whose father is not feeding them or clothe them or provide houses for them. Now, that's not being mean to black children. You think I'm being mean to black children. What about the child's father who don't house them, who don't pay for their housing, who don't pay for their food? Now, this Black Lives Matter lie has got to stop. It has got to stop. And that one way to stop it is to create legislation that there be no more federal tax dollars feeding black children whose black father just made the baby and walked off, and there's some other woman making more babies ain't gonna walk off from that. It's got to stop. It's a lie. Black Lives Matter. It's a lie. Black children don't matter to black fathers. And everybody knows it. Hell, ask the rappers. Ask the Spike Lee. Ask the producers of movies. Ask the teachers in the schools in the ghetto, where the hell is the father? He ain't nowhere to be seen. He don't care. Black children don't matter. Stop this lie that Black Lives Matter. Stop it, stop it, stop it. It's a lie put out by a bunch of transvestites. It's a lie. Black lives don't matter. Black children don't matter. Stop it. Now, they've already written in Brooklyn. I pray that somebody will pick it up and get legislation that no tax dollar will go to take care of a child that some black man sperm birthed and ain't paying the bill. But the other thing that needs to happen, they already put in Brooklyn now on Fulton Street, this big mural that Black Lives Matter. If I had the money, I'd get every black woman who's raising 2 and 3 children in the worst of conditions, living from hand to mouth, don't know where that black man is. And when he comes around, he does come around, he don't come around to help the children, he just come around for more sex, and he's gone again for 3 or 4 months and ain't taking care, and she's doing everything she possibly can. It is white men that's taking care of black children. If we would ask Jesus, if we would ask Jesus, we would ask Jesus to give a revelation of how many black children been raised by white men buying bread and peanut butter and food for them. All these people out there in the street, all these black people out there in the street, the white man paid your bill. You out there marching, Black Lives Matter, carrying these damn signs. But the truth of the matter is the white man gave your mama the money to buy the food. Your white man provided the food stamps for you to live. If the white man and the white lives hadn't paid for your food, you'd be dead somewhere, a very scurvy. You got some damn nerve with your nappy head, dreadlock wearing, weave, if you will, hairdos out there carrying these damn signs saying Black Lives Matter when it was the white man that fed you from the time you were born up until the time you get up out in the street and get your own set of food stamps. What a bunch of damn lying freaks that need to stop. Gotta shame yourself. Ask yourself, you're out there in the street talking about Black Lives Matter, where your daddy? You didn't matter to your daddy? Why you think you're gonna matter to the police? Why you think you're gonna matter to anybody? Hell, you didn't matter to your daddy or your mama. Because she let the daddy do what he want to do. If he want to come back for some more nookie, he can get it and still don't have to leave no money. Black Lives Matter. What a lie! Yeah. So it need to be legislation. That's right. No tax dollars. We ain't feeding no more black children with these black men. And don't give me this business about the system. Somebody said to me the other day that the welfare department ran black men out the house and told the black woman they'll take care of her if the black man will leave. And somehow the system is against held the black man to have to leave. He said, hell no, I ain't going. I'm going to take care of my own children. Root little pig. I'm going to take care. And he could have stayed, didn't? Because he's weak. The only thing he can do is play basketball, sing and dance, and make babies. After that, he don't know how to make no money. He can make babies, but that he can't make. He don't know how to make. He ain't got the integrity, the patience, or the ability to sit down on a job and make money. He can make babies, but he can't make a community. He can make babies, but he can't make a village. He can make a village full of babies, but he can't take care of the babies that he makes. Black Lives Matter. What a lie! What a lie! No more government money, federal legislation, no more tax dollars feeding none of these hungry babies that their daddy, if the daddy don't take care of them, they're going to die. See how quick, see if black lives really matter. All they do is release the sperm and they're gone before it turns cold. So the other thing is this, if I had the money, I don't. If I had the money, I'd offer every woman who is struggling hand to mouth to take care of her children. And she's been doing it for the last 20 years. And that man, maybe he come around, maybe he gave $2 or $3 here and there, but it ain't nothing compared to how she's had to suffer, how she's had to humiliate herself to try to get food to go on the table. I'd give her $1,000. And I'd give all of them. And probably somewhere like 5 or 6 million black women out there with 2 or 3 million black children, 5, 6 million black. I tell, come on out here. They're talking about painting Black Lives Matter up there in Harlem where the white people done duped them dumb black people out of their own community. They got a new plantation up there in Harlem. The white people have taken over and called Harlem the new white plantation. And now to keep the black people blind and duped and stupid, they're going to write Black Lives Matter on the street. So it's like every time the black folks see Black Lives Matter, hell, they'll think they're important, even though they're on welfare, even though the white folk have taken their houses and bulldozed their churches and got them on food stamps and got them on canes and crutches and got them wearing underwear they ain't washing. Every time they see that, somehow or another, they'll think their lives are important, while the white man is drinking Chardonnay and eating damn Caesar salad and expensive meals and living in multi-million-dollar condos. But we'll put it in the street. We'll put on the street that Black Lives Matter. So every time black people say it, hell, they'll think they're important. What a con game. No, I'd pay every black woman $1,000. Bring your children. And the day they get ready to paint that and say, my daddy didn't think I mattered. He didn't think I mattered. And all you children, by the way, ought to take a second look. Your daddy, hell, he didn't think your mama mattered. He knocked her up. But he didn't think he didn't love her. He didn't take care of her. Hell, your mama didn't matter. And now he's out there in the street, right, with a George Floyd sign, right? He your father. What the hell? What the hell? Here your father out there in the street with a George Floyd sign or a Rayshard Brooks sign talking about Black Lives Matter. Hell, your mama didn't matter to him. Your mama? You gonna let him get away with that? He's out there wearing Nike sneakers, got his pants down below his belt, got all kinds of different hairdos, right? But hell, your mama didn't matter to him. Won't she black? What the hell? He ran away from supporting both of y'all. Now, there need to be a protest. If I had the money, because you can't get these women to come out there without some money. They ain't coming, But I'd pay all the women in America. I come to Harlem on the day they get ready to paint Black Lives Matter on the street. Bring all your children that have been taken care of by white folk and say, hell, my baby's been fed. If it wasn't for the white taxpayer down there in Mississippi sending federal money, sending taxes up to the government, if it wasn't for the white man in Arkansas sending money to the government to feed my children, all my children be dead. Hell, my children didn't matter to my lover. I didn't matter to him. Stop this lie. Stop it. Stop this lie. Black Lives Matter. Stop it. Stop it now. Black children don't matter to black men. Black women don't matter to black men. And black people don't matter to black politicians. And hallelujah, and boom, shakalaka goes right there. I'm James Evan Manning, everybody. I'm the Lord, sir. We got to put an end to this. Protest. Protest, all you children that ain't seen your father. Get out the street. Stop lying. Your life don't matter to him. Why the hell do you expect it to matter to white men? It didn't matter to your daddy. Never seen anything like it. Mr. Engineer, take me out of this. I can't take no more. This is a bit of a news blog we do looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.